down to be present in a moment, it's a practice that can take practice, but the research shows intentional, mindful actions are good for your brain and your soul. So my next guest will help you enter that mindful headspace in ways you can actually grasp. She calls it the magic space. Becky Farley is a certified mindful self-compassion teacher and the co-founder of the Mindful Art Co. And she joins me in studio to kind of share this concept. We're so glad you're back. You always give us the coolest things to try. And you know, we're still in that mode where we're setting goals and those things for the future. But you said that you like using the word intention instead of goal. Talk about that.
I love the word intention because it's really easy to get overwhelmed when you're trying to meet your goal. But if we set an intention, it's easier to get to that goal. An intention is more like the destination, and a goal is more like the path. So an intention is something that you can actually like hit every day, whatever it is. And this magic space is something that you can hit every day because it's in everything. Right? The magic space is in everything. It's in writing with commas and periods and spaces. It's in music with the rests. And I mean, think about a piece of music without the stopping, without that space, it would just be like a big old
It'd be flat.
Yes.
It makes it more dynamic having those pauses that you're calling
and even
the
as
magic
we're
space.
talking, there's a space right there.
And you have a quote that you love from Viktor Frankl that you say illustrates this.
Yes. So the quote is, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. And in our response lies our growth and our freedom. So it's in noticing the space that you actually can choose your response instead of react. Because stimulus is always going on, right? We're always, and we can get caught up with that. We can get caught up with, you know, our thoughts or our emotions, and we can become really over-identified with it. But when we can slow down and notice that space and make that our intention of noticing that space, our goals become more clear. Because our prefrontal cortex is more easily accessed when we're not all caught up in the amygdala. We're able to access that bigger part of our brain and say, hold on, slow down, Becky. This goal is achievable if I can just notice the space.
I love that, focusing on the path more than the destination. We talk about that in a lot of different aspects of life. And I think as adults, as you were saying, our minds are always going a million miles a minute. Our planners are loaded. You know, we are busy. So you have some suggestions for just simple ways we can do that.
Oh yeah, the first one is just noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. You breathe in, and there's a space, and you breathe out, and there's a space. Just doing that alone, starting your day, breathing in, space, breathing out, space.
Yeah, you hear about that, but I wanted to know what you thought, because I've heard of that, the square breathing, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, but you say think of it as a circle. How is that different?
So a circle is you breathe in, the space, and breathe out, the space. You can also do a line, so breathe in, breathe out, whatever works. I mean, just sitting for just a minute before you get up, before you start moving your day, just sitting on the side of your bed or wherever and breathing and noticing that space. When that becomes your intention, you can focus more on your goal and see.
The magic space.
Yes.
I like it. I just like that term. Okay, so you have an actual project for us about the magic space.
Yes, I love this. It's so fun.
So tell me, what are we going to be doing?
Okay, so what we're going to be doing is you can see we've got it on a bag, we've got it on a paper, you can do it on a flower pot, wherever, but you're going to use just acrylic paint, tape, your brushes, your scissors, and then you make the design.
With tape?
With the tape, paint over it, and then you can pull it off.
Okay, so let's just show. So right here is like you've done a pattern with masking tape, painter's tape, whatever.
Yep. And then you would just
paint
squeeze
any color?
whatever color and just paint over it. So you can see on this one I've gotten black and gold, and you know, you can do whatever.
And you layer
color.
it?
Yep, you layer it. And then when the paint is dry, you can just pull it off. So I'm just,
okay, so I'm just going to pull off the tape.
Yeah, and I've kind of made it a little bit easier for you, and you can see that the space.
I'm tearing it.
Oh dear, maybe try one of these in the. Yeah, there you go. And you can see that there's this space that now it's become, so maybe pull one of these, because we've got a tree design in this one.
Oh, there's like
and you
leaves.
can see, oh, now we're seeing something. So this is how your life is, right? You're gonna get, if you get all gobbed up in your thoughts, you're not gonna see, wow, my life actually does have a ton of meaning, just like this art project has a ton of meaning in it. And
layers.
Interestingly enough, just the other day I was watching a home improvement show, and they actually did it on a wall. Like the whole thing in their office, they taped it off and then they pulled it off, and that was the design. So you can do it on a wall along with, you know, whatever, your t-shirt or your bag or paper or whatever. And it's just a fun project.
It's just a fun project, and it gives you that magic space that you might need in your life. You always have great ideas like this, ways for us to make that space in our life. And you guys have classes, website, everything.
Yeah, we do. So we're teaching a couple of online classes right now at Fair in Sugar House. If you're in the area, we've got just a drop-in for moms, and then a teenage class. But we also have an online class. So if you want to do learning mindfulness on your own time. Yep, and I think you're going to put all of that.
Yeah, we will put it on the website.
Yep, and you can get to that and just start whenever and start finding the magic space.
Yeah, I think sometimes people want to do that. They don't know how to start. So one of your classes might be the perfect way.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you, Becky.
Thanks.